Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How we doing today? We are live.
Go.
We are live.
What up? What up?
What's good? What's good? MJ, Detroit Mel. How my fellas doing today? How we doing?
Good, man. Good.
What up? What up, Mel? How you been, man? How was the weekend?
Life and treat me like an ex-wife.
you getting paid, huh?
Thinking everything.
Oh shit! Child support and alimony.
All right. They call it double dip where I'm from. They call it double dip.
Oh, spousal support too.
They call that fucked up where I'm from.
Well, hey,
that's how we start Mondays, huh?
Yeah, that's how we start Monday, man. Welcome to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Show. It's episode 341. Detroit Mel in the building, Jersey boy MJ in the building, of course, Walcott on. We are all in the building. Hey, man, a great weekend of sports. And what better way to start off the week than when my fellas talking sports, man? We got a lot to talk about. The NCAA football, they schedule getting things by the time it hits this fall. Everything's going to look a lot different. Major League Baseball, they made their way to London. So they had a quick little 2-game set out there in London.
Oh, let me cut you off right there. I have cousins of mine here in Jersey. They was out in London. They went to both games.
They went to both games?
Oh, really?
Went to both.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah. It was pretty fucking cool. Yeah, they're Mets fans by heart. But they was out there for vacation. They was out there for vacation and went to both games.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Waste some money. Go see the Mets.
Oh yeah, I tease them all the time, man. All the time.
But no, Major League Baseball still steals a page out of the NFL book. So that happened over the weekend. The Mets and the Phillies were out there. Celtics are up 2-0 in the finals. Dan Hurley says no to the Lakers. But I want to start right here since we got our brother Jersey boy MJ in the building, man.
What's up?
Darren Waller, after 1 year, calls it a wraps with the New York Giants. How surprised are you about the move, man?
Not surprised at all. I mean, in all aspects, you're surprised because he's still on the younger side, but he's been talking about this even prior to the draft, that there's a very good possibility he was retiring. So I think the Giants kind of knew he was calling it quits. That's why they drafted the Penn State tight end. I think it was the 3rd round, I believe. Mm-hmm. I think they had the foresight that this was coming. Last year, I liked when they traded for him, but he couldn't stay healthy last year. They didn't have anybody to get him the ball either because their quarterback play sucked. So him leaving, it does open up, like, I think it's $11.4 million in cap. So he's not going to be missed this year because the Giants are going to be what the Giants have been for the last 7-8 years, probably on the terrible side again. Mm-hmm. So they could use that money, maybe reinvest somewhere else.
Right.
Plus he's had some health issues too. I was reading today. He had a melt. He didn't go in specifics, but he had a medical episode. Heart? Well, that too. Yeah, he's getting either he got divorced or he's getting divorced.
No, him and Kelsey Plum, who plays for the Vegas Aces, they got married a year ago and already they're divorced.
I just want to say, Kelsey Plum is the white Erykah Badu. She fucking niggas up.
Wow.
Hey yo, you wow. I'm gonna say this.
Hey, Lamar. He's already.
No. He comes, but I don't know what it is with this guy. He just comes out swinging like this. But so here's the deal. Him and Kelsey Plum, he was madly in love with her, broke up. I don't know if you guys saw the little music video that he did.
Yep.
A very interesting music video.
I didn't see it. I had to look it up.
Oh yeah, look it up, man.
Little rap video he made.
Yeah, it's very auto-tune-ish. But you can just see that you could tell that he's hurt by the marriage failing. Just listening to the lyrics, he's hurt by that marriage falling apart. But we also got to remember Darren Waller, before he made that big splash with the Raiders, he's dealt with substance abuse for a while, kind of dealing with that. So, once you deal with substance abuses, whether it's alcohol or drugs, that's always a everyday fight. So I'm pretty sure the divorce kind of triggered some things for him. I think this retirement is just him trying to reset, because the one thing that you don't want to do, especially with those, we know, and I got plenty of family members that have dealt with substance abuse situations. Something like a divorce could easily trigger them to fall off the wagon. So I think this is just I don't know if this is him gone from the NFL for good, because like you said, MJ, he's 31. He still got maybe 3-4 years left on his body that could be very productive if he managed to stay healthy, of course. So I just think this is just him just taking a reset, recalibrating his mental health, and just kind of making sure that he don't fall off that wagon and then go off into deeper end than he doesn't want to. That's just my assumption, and obviously I don't like to assume, but just the human nature of me dealing with family members and friends that have had substance abuse, situations,
right?
A divorce that he was so hoping would work out just kind of, just deteriorated just as soon as they got married. So, you don't want those triggers to take you off into a deeper end. So that's just my assumptions. Like I said, I don't like to assume, but
according to what he said, the New York Post says he had a near-death experience last year in November. It says that early last November, after calling paramedics to his North Jersey apartment when he had trouble breathing. Then it says Waller's a drug and alcohol addict who got sober after an overdose in 2017 and became an advocate for mental health. He said that he had trouble breathing and that he was concerned he might be dying. So, whether or not things were involved, we don't know that. Could be, could not be. You never know.
True.
But yeah, that's what he says. That was his word. That he had trouble breathing. He thought he was gonna die.
Yeah. Well, if this is whether it's mental or medical, whatever, health wise, if he got to step away, take care of that. Obviously, that's far more important than playing the game of football. But when it comes to the actual football part, when it comes to Giants, like you said, they've already addressed the tight end position in the draft. Unfortunately, you didn't get a lot back in that return on the trade with the Raiders. He's only played 1 year. He was often hurt, so he probably maybe at best played half of that year last year. So I don't know if you really miss much. I think you missed the potential.
Yeah.
On what could have been, because when the Giants made that trade, they're thinking they're getting Darren Waller that was from 3 years ago in the Raiders uniform, and that was just at one point people were ready to put him over Travis Kelce. So
when they traded for him, they thought they was getting Darren Waller.
Yeah. So they just they got Darren. They didn't get the Waller part. I mean, it sucks on the football aspect, especially if you're a Giants fan, that you were hoping that he would be part of the future. Offense, be more explosive. Because when he's healthy, he's a mismatch at tight end. So, hey, that's some of the gambles and risks that you take when you trade for individuals that are kind of been dealing with injuries for the last couple of years, but you've seen the potential what they could be. I mean, that's just a gamble, and that's just what it is.
That's his life.
Yeah. Jump in here, man. What you got to kind of speak on the situation real quick?
I mean, eat that popcorn.
Hey, be careful, old man. We don't need you choking on them kernels, bro.
Oh my God.
He's in Jersey. I'm in Kansas City. Unless somebody's there at the house with you to give you the Heimlich, you better figure it out, bro.
I ain't worried about it. Just pull the dentures out and just swallow it. Pause. No Diddy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hey, welcome everybody to I.O.W. on a Monday.
Whoa.
But anyway,
We went-
man, I think that in Darren Waller's case here, man, you know, if it's something you're dealing with mental, man, and like you said, Lamar, you take care of that first, because that's more important than the playing this game. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not mentally, physically ready to play, then you're not even doing anything for your team or for yourself. So that's one thing. You hate to see it, because he has, like we all say, he has a few more years he can kind of put out there, and he probably wants to prove something. Part of him wants to prove that he can be that Darren Waller that they thought they was going to get from the Raiders. And then last year with all those injuries, I know he might be battling with that. Then the divorce, he had a lot of stuff come down on him at one time. So it might be him saying, you know what, just let me just step back, get myself together, so I don't relapse.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand it, man. From a human standpoint, you have to give him that.
Yeah.
We all sports fans, we all love sports, but we also say on here a lot, the human factor supersedes all that.
Yeah.
So I wish him the best, and I hope it's just something he just say, what, I'm just trying to save my body so I can walk when I get in my 50s and 60s.
True.
I'm looking at his stats now. He came into the league in 2015, so he's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's played 8 seasons. Only 2 seasons did he have where he played every game. 2019 and 20, he played 16 games those 2 years.
When he balled out for the Raiders. Yeah.
He's on the Raiders when he did that. Yep.
So in between that, he's either battling substance abuse or he's battling injuries. So it's kind of like, which is more important. He continued to go on with the NFL career where you're going to either battle substance abuse or you're going to battle injuries. Which one you want? Take your pick. Neither one of those are good choices. So I don't blame him. Stepping away.
He's considering his life more than the sport and his job.
And you got to respect that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should. And like you said, it's not like it was his rookie year or something. He's 8 years, 9 years in the league. Trust me, I think you've got more than your fair share of making it to some place that most football players won't have the opportunity to go to.
Right.
Here's a quick trivia for y'all too. Who did he start with? What team did he begin his career?
He started with the Ravens.
What?
He started with the Ravens.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I wasn't sure if you knew
about that.
Yeah, he started with the Ravens, got in trouble with the substance abuse, and then the Raiders gave him a chance, gave him a second chance, and then that's where he flourished for those couple of years, and became who we thought that he was, football wise, what we thought he was going to be up there. Because there was a point in time where literally those couple of years that he was putting up great numbers in with the Raiders. There was people that, hey man, we got a tight end that can rival Travis Kelce and George Kittle up there. So
right, and then that's when they had Henry Ruggs too. He was producing too. So the Raiders were actually looking pretty good.
Yeah,
the Raiders do what the Raiders do.
Yeah, 2019 he had 90 catches for 1,145 yards and 3 touchdowns, and then the following season he had 107 catches for 1,196 and 9 touchdowns. And that was his only 2 good seasons.
Yeah, some of those big numbers.
One in Oakland, one in Vegas. Same team but different locations. But those were his only 2 good years. Yeah, looking at it, that was it. That's the only times he passed 1,000 yards in his career. For the season.
Right.
And catch wise, outside of the 90, his next highest was 55.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, and that was in 2021. The following year after that. So,
yep, dealing with substance and injuries. So, yeah, hey, by all means, do what you got to do as for your mental health and physical health, Darren Wallace. So, we wish you the best, man. And hey, man, do what you got to do, man. Hey, we will always preach on this show, man. The actual life that you live far supersedes your sports life. That is only a fraction of what you are as an individual, as a person. You are much more than the game of football. So, hey, do what you got to do to get right. And hey, salute to you, man. Salute.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out for making a league.
Yeah,
salute, man. On taking care of yourself now, man. That's all you could do in life. Especially if you want to live. You need to take care of yourself properly, and y'all know how football goes with certain players up here.
Mm-hmm.
We get it for sure.
And I'm dealing with the same stuff right now, so I understand it.
Yeah, it's a tough road, man. Tough road for sure. As we had talked on Thursday's show with the full panel, we was talking about the Lakers' job and head coaches that can possibly be there, whether JJ Redick, Dan Hurley. Well, we got an answer from Dan Hurley today. He said no. He told the Lakers no. He's to remain at UConn. From the reports that were said, he turned down a 6-year, $70 million contract. In return, he might get a 6-year, $50 million contract from UConn. At least that's what's been reported.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Kentucky offered him the same amount of money as the Lakers did.
Yeah, but why go to Kentucky when you're already building a juggernaut? I don't. For me, look, I think we all was in agreement on Thursday's episode. It's just not a good job no more.
Right.
Especially me being a Lakers fan. To me, being a Lakers head coach was kind of like at one point the most coveted job in all of basketball, definitely in the NBA, probably even the world at one point in time. Lately, over the last 10 years, it's such a carousel. And I think Nick summed it up best. It's such a job that is not desirable anymore. I mean, it makes sense to put yourself in that limelight to be pretty much torn apart as a head coach, whether you're a first head coach or, coming from the college world. It just nothing beneficial for probably your future in the NBA as being the head coach there. I won't even talk about the LeBron thing, although I agree with what Nick said. I won't touch the LeBron part. That aspect is such a death. For real.
Goddamn owl outside.
But to deal with that for possibly the next year or 2 years, however LeBron decides to stay, that's something I wouldn't want to put up with. Although Anthony Davis is supposed to be the future of the Lakers. Supposed to be. I still have an issue with his playing style, where I just don't think that he gives maximum effort all the time on a consistent basis.
Come on, talk that truth, Lamar. Talk that truth. Here we go.
I'm just calling it how I see it. I mean, Anthony Davis has the tools and the attributes to be the best big man in the game. When we're talking about this European guy, we're talking about Jokic. We should be talking about Anthony Davis. We shouldn't be talking about Joel Embiid. We shouldn't be talking about Jokic. Anthony Davis literally has all the tools to be the best big man in the NBA, and you don't consistently bring it. Facts.
That's facts, man.
Yeah.
We should be talking about Anthony Davis on a regular basis in the NBA. We should be talking about him as MVP. We should be talking about him as finals MVP. But he doesn't bring it on a consistent basis, and therefore it's a train wreck to go and be a coach for the Lakers right now. Why would I want to coach a far past your prime, media soaking hog of a player, LeBron, and I got a very talented big man who be a very talented big man every day of his life. Why would I want to coach that?
Yeah, you're right, man. You want to mess with that. It's not even a good job. It's not even worth. It's not even worth doing because the simple fact is, once you get there and because you know how it is, you go to a new job. You already got in your head how you gonna put stuff together. I got this plan for that. I got this plan for that, and you scoping out the all the employees and whatever, and then you get there, they're like, oh no, that shit ain't happening.
None of it.
LeBron runs this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially you go there to be head coach,
right?
But you can't be the head coach,
right? You're just a figurehead.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna point a finger at no. This is the way you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it that way. You're gonna do it my way, not your way.
Right.
That like to me that just is who you would literally have to be starving for money. Like, I mean, I can't lie. I mean, the Lakers give me that 66 year, $70 million contract, and I'll be a figurehead. That's cool because I have no future plans on being a coach.
I'll be on the bench smoking weed.
Oh, what?
Playing video games. Be like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Hey, man. Hey, triangle. Triangle.
Right. But I'll be on Hulu watching movies and shit.
Hey, I'll pull a full Phil Jackson. I'll be straight sleep, knocked out, beat up on the damn sideline, bro.
I'm just gonna say that. Feet up,
man. Feet up, feet up, kicked up. What?
Well, listen, y'all, I'm signed out for the night.
For real? Hey, I'm tapped out for the night, man. Y'all play basketball.
Right.
Go play your 5-on-5.
Hey, for real, play 5-on-5. Hey, ISO. Hey, that's my play every time on
y'all can come in too whenever you want,
Hey, ISO.
If you want to give a little bit of break, you can come in for like a minute or two.
Hey, I'm gonna call it ISO, and then I'm gonna say a number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ISO 5. Wait, you want the standard ISO? ISO 5, man. Come on. Hey, I'm calling. Yeah, ISO 5. Hey, man, I'm calling ISO and a number. So whatever position you play, man, it's your turn. Go get yours, man. Hey, I have the most simplistic offensive playbook in all of NBA. They be like, sir, you got to draw up some inbounds play. Well, get the ball in. That's the play. Get the ball in.
Like,
yeah, get it in. Hey, that's what you want to do.
That's the play you drawing up. That's the play you drawing up. Yeah.
Right. I work that shit out, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I work that shit out, man. I'll take that old 70 million. I mean, because that's pretty much what you're doing. You're not really Are you really coaching as a Lakers head coach? Are you really coaching?
Nah.
Not since Phil.
That's probably the last coach I had. Maybe Byron Scott.
Maybe Byron. But Phil definitely.
Right.
After that, it gets sketchy.
It gets real sketchy. Yep. It gets real sketchy. But let's take a quick look at Woj. Drop some Woj bombs and kind of listen to what he said on some of the reasons why Hurley turned down the job.
Hurley just informed his players, his administration, that he's turned down the Lakers job. He's going to remain at UConn, chase a third straight national championship. I'm told he was offered a 6-year deal worth $70 million. That would have put him among the top 6 highest paid coaches in the NBA. The Lakers were relentless in their pursuit of Hurley, but ultimately his opportunity to make history at UConn, to win a third straight title, to do that for the first time potentially since the John Wooden UCLA teams was too much to walk away from at UConn. Obviously, back-to-back national championships. And Dan Hurley was really taken away by the Lakers' courtship. He spent Friday out in LA with his family, with Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss. And there was a lot of momentum walking out of that room that night, I'm told, that Dan Hurley very well could be the next Lakers coach. But he came back east. And ultimately, I think the timing of this, again, with a team that's preseason top 5, Alex Caravan, his best returning player, returning to school, pulling out of the draft, a lot of factors. But the NBA has always been an ambition of Dan Hurley's, and the chance to talk to the Lakers, to be offered the Lakers job, and really sit with them on a vision of what it looked like was not an easy decision for him. You know, he viewed this, I'm told, as really a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Now, he had already been talking with UConn about a new deal, about another contract after winning his back-to-back title that will put him among the highest-paid coaches in college basketball. But they'll eventually, I'm told, finish that up. But the Lakers' money was substantial, nearly $12 million a year. And again, Hurley thought long and hard about this. This is the 20th anniversary of the Lakers' courtship of Duke's Mike Krzyzewski. He stayed at Duke, and now Dan Hurley returns to the two-time defending champion Connecticut Huskies.
So, Woj made some good points right there. The timing.
That was a smoke screen.
Oh yeah.
That's all that was. A smoke screen. We gonna bring Nicholas in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, Lamar. Who else was in on that meeting? So you had Rob Pelinka, you had Jeannie Buss. Who else was in on it?
Probably LeBron.
He was lurking somewhere. He might not have been right next to him, but he was lurking somewhere.
Yeah.
He already chirped in ears.
Yeah.
There's no way he was silent during this.
Yeah, but no surprise. And when you say smoke screen, I think I don't want to take the words at you, but I think I know what you're talking about.
The smoke screen?
No, not that smoke screen, but I think
that was a perfect setup that he didn't have to really say I want the job. He can say, well, I got this going over here. I'm trying to chase the third national champ. But he saw all that dysfunction over there. He probably was like, I don't want this shit. You know what I'm saying?
He caught a quick trip to LA. Took the family out there, some amusement park shit, did his thing out there.
He probably got out there and saw, okay, it's just like what I thought it was going to be. I'm good. Yeah. That's
also, look at it this way. If he was already in contract talks with UConn to get an extension because of the back-to-back national championship,
right?
Then obviously LA comes into the picture.
That's negotiation too.
Negotiation tactics. What way to make sure that you get the bag that you really desire,
right?
Being to flirt with somebody else. It's almost back in the days. Y'all remember when you how to go get them or play hard to get. Beat me. Like, hey man, I'm gonna talk to your girlfriend in front of you. I really want you, but I'm gonna make you jealous.
Well played.
I'm gonna make you jealous.
Yeah.
Because
you just lean up on that other girl's locker, and all of a sudden,
right.
I'm yours.
Hey, old school tactic. It's old school tactic.
It's real though.
Yeah. It's an old school tactic. It's just, hey, I really want you, but to make you really desire me, I'm gonna play with your girlfriend, and and matter of fact, I might even hit her once so she tell you how good it is. I might even hit her once so she could tell you how good it is. Like, baby, girl, because you know what they do, girl. This man didn't rock my world. He didn't came with the big iron on me. Yeah. I want her to hype me up. She about to be Flavor Flav for me. She about to hype me up. She tell you everything. Yeah.
One of my favorite hip hop lines of all time. She addicted to what the dick did.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, Dan Hurley played his cards beautifully. He played them magnificently.
Well, I like from what I heard, aside from the fact that I was right on the whole thing, the part that I did like was that he went out there, listened to their plan and their vision, and was like, nah. Exactly what we said the other day, though, right? It's like you don't have a long-term plan. You don't have any future on your team. D'Angelo Russell's your youngest player, right? Like, who's part of this like core or whatever. There's no long-term plan. Now, listen, I know it's the Lakers, and I know when LeBron is gone, they'll have money that opens up, and they can go spend and get the top max player.
Go get his son.
But that's not a plan. That's
what?
hope,
to help carry the water?
Yeah, got to change a couple screws and a couple outlets.
there's no plan.
Right.
Why would you want to go there? Like, you're going to be the scapegoat. And when it doesn't work, they'll fire the coach again because they're not going to blame LeBron. Excuse me. He makes too much money for them. So,
LeBron's gonna blame the coach
I think
anyway,
he made
so.
the right call. You go back to UConn, you win 3 in a row, you go down already at such a young age as one of the greatest college coaches of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be talked about,
Right.
in the positive manner down the road. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you go to LA and you get blamed. So, I mean, you got enough money to be happy. Like, it's not like you're going from a minimum wage job as a barista and like, you're turning down $70 million. You're not totally pissing away $70 million. UConn might come in with a $50 million offer, for 5 years.
Yeah, but that makes it one of the highest paid coaches in all of basketball and college basketball for sure.
And you're a god.
Yeah,
you're a god at UConn right now.
You got to think about this too. Picking up and moving his family across country too. That's having to find the right home, right township, right schooling. If you're a family man, you got to think about these things. You can't just say, "Oh,
yeah." And you got to think too, like Nick said,
born and bred in New
what both of y'all saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You add what Nick said and what you saying, Matt, is that you don't have a long-term plan. So I'm gonna move my family across here. That I might be here for a year or maybe 2 to move back across the country again. That makes sense.
His father's been born and bred in New Jersey, right?
Right.
The famous Bob Hurley, who coached St. Anthony's.
Right.
Only bitch ass Bobby, who went to Duke, went out to Sacramento when he got drafted, and that didn't work out well with the truck, the horrible accident.
Right.
So nothing good happened to the Hurleys on the West Coast. Might as well stay out here.
Let me ask you a question, Nick.
Shoot, buddy.
Are you a Duke fan, or are you a North Carolina fan? Yeah,
Tar Heel fan.
Yeah, you talking that big game over there, Mr. Tar Heel.
Who would be a Duke fan?
I'm just saying, like you ripped it up real quick, yo.
Oh, so bitch ass! I called them bitch ass Bobby for years, and crybaby Christian. Bitch ass Bobby, crybaby Christian. And can't keep your tendons together, Grant. That was the trio.
Oh, don't forget about Thomas Hill was there too. He was pretty good.
Who?
Thomas Hill. He was there with Grant. Grant.
Is that the one who was sleeping with Anita Hill?
Yeah, maybe.
I was Terrence.
Okay.
Terrence Thomas.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, ridiculous, man. But no, I mean, hey, I think Dan Hurley played his cards magnificent. He did right by himself. He did right by his family. He did right by so many people. And the Lakers. What were you doing giving this man your full plan that just probably made no sense to nobody but you? What did you think? What? Oh, the $70 million is going to gloss right over this. Just come on over. We know what you're doing.
Dollars to cents, and that's what he has hope on.
Hey,
how many great? Let me throw a question around for you guys. Name them if you can. Name a great college coach who's gone on to be a great NBA coach.
Not that many. Nope. Not that many.
John Calipari went right back, right? He went to the Nets. He went back to college.
Yep.
There hasn't been many.
I was going to say.
Petrino went right back.
He was bad in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's a different game.
Coach K got courted so many years. Never came.
He's smart enough not to do it.
Never came. But Billy Donovan is not I wouldn't even say has had success in the NBA. Yeah. He's been lackluster. He's had moments.
He's probably had the best, right, in terms of getting to conference finals with that OKC team, right?
Yeah, but he's had moments.
They were up 3-1 and they blew it.
He's had moments. I say that he's had moments, nothing substantial. So I mean, now you also bring up a good point on that. Well, so speaking of being up, man, it's I know I said Dallas in 6, man. Look, I made that prediction.
I mean, Dallas is sick.
Well, Dallas is sick. I mean, Boston's they're dominating this finals right now, up 2-0 in both games. All 5 starters have been in double figures. You haven't had standout games from Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, not like that to the degree that would normalize.
More Tatum than Brown.
Yeah, more Tatum than Brown.
Tatum had some bad quarters, man. Some bad quarters.
But
I think he shot 6 of 18 yesterday, I believe.
No. Kyrie Irving, for me, is the reason why Boston is up 2-0. As much as I love Kyrie, Kyrie's just not shooting well right now. I know there's some kind of questions about the refereeing and how Boston's defense is kind of getting away with a little bit of physicality, and that's neither here nor there.
But you gotta look at it like this too. Kyrie on defense is a liability because he's so small.
Mm-hmm.
And so if the ref allow you to play, physical, it's gonna be bad for him because he don't have a big body. You know what I'm saying? He's a small guy. So you get physical on him, then it works in Boston's advantage.
Similar to when he was a net with KD,
right?
And they got swept out,
right,
in the first round. I just think that because Kyrie Irving is just not shooting the ball well. I think he went 6 for 18 and 7 of 19 in the first 2 games, and he's really not bringing too much offensively to the table.
Well, he had for bad turnovers too.
Yeah. No, I'm not putting it all. I'm not putting it all on Kyrie. All I'm saying is that you can't have an okay game from Luka and a bad game from Kyrie in the same game.
Right.
Not if you want to win.
Yeah, not if you want to win.
They don't have enough depth to overcome average games from those guys.
Right.
You need an elite game from one of them and
a good game
at
from another.
minimum, they're average.
Yeah.
You can't have below average scoring output.
Big facts. I'm right there with you. You just can't have because I know in game 1, at least Luka still put up 30 points, but you still had a below average game from Kyrie. If he gave you like a more consistent game, they might have Kyrie would have made a run in that game 1. I know they brought it down to single digits when they were down 29, but that game 2 is like they just couldn't get over that hump. They kept trailing, and they just when you thought they were going to close the gap, it's like they didn't have enough time or have enough oomph to get over that hump. So
and then Boston kept hitting big shots. Like you get around about 6, Boston come down, hit a 3.
Yeah.
Then their turn. Dallas turned the ball over, Boston another 3. Now they back up like 12. You know what I'm saying? So,
you couldn't get out the hole. Just couldn't get out.
Right.
So Dallas shot 6 of 26 from downtown.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. You can't. So, and I know we talked about it on this show at Lynch. This is what drives me crazy with the NBA basketball game. If you're going 6 for 26, that's the first stat you need to look at on why you lost. 6 for 26.
Ball of damn threes.
You can't do it.
Right.
You can't do it. I look. Yes, you have an offense and they have a defense, but that still doesn't mean that you jack up threes 26 times and you miss 20 of them.
That's low for today's NBA in terms of attempts, though.
In terms of attempts, but if you still jack up 26 and you miss 20, the percentage is so bad that you just literally shot yourself out of different opportunities to either get to the free throw line, get to the free throw line, or take a higher percentage shot that you can close that gap. Because they didn't get blown out in game 2 like they did in game 1.
Right.
So did they lose by like 6 or 8 last night?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So if you take
by 7, 105-98.
Yeah. So if you take half those attempts and actually take them as high percentage shots, you probably are in that game, if not winning that game.
Here and think about this. Here's on Boston's side, they shot 10 of 39 from downtown.
Yeah, they shot worse from downtown.
They shot worse. So Dallas had a better overall field goal percentage.
Yes.
But field goal percentage, they were 47.5 to Boston's 45.2 percentage. So
So if Boston is leaving the door open you by doing the same thing you're doing,
That's exactly. If there was a game that Dallas could have won, it would have been.
That was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yep.
I put something on Jason Kidd.
Oh,
If you seeing that the opposite team is throwing up a bunch of threes and they're missing, you bring your team and you call timeout and say, look, we don't need to be jack of all these three. Let's get these easy open shots.
High percentage shots. Yeah.
As they miss, we get the rebound. If we hit 2 every time they miss, we coming back.
Mm-hmm. Just looking at it, Dallas only played 5 guys off the bench. Their highest scoring bench guy, 4 points, and that was Josh Green.
Wow.
He had 4. Dante Exum had 3, and Lively had 2. That was it.
That was that alley they looked through him.
Blake Lively?
Huh? Yeah.
Blake Lively?
Yeah.
I like Blake Lively. I like her.
He was playing strong forward.
I mean, I know the old adage that the series doesn't start till the home team loses.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, I don't watch much NBA, but talking it with you guys, social media, I'm in tune with what Boston does, right? Even though I haven't seen them play this year. I know their style. They will get up in your face and play defense, and that's what makes them different than other teams. And that's a lost art in this day and era in the NBA.
Right.
And when you can shoot 10 of 39, but you can hold the team to under 100, you still got 30 points from 3.
Right.
Add in 20-something, 18 to 20 from the free throw line. Now you're at almost 50 right there.
And a couple of ones that get off turnovers.
Yeah, you get a couple easy dunks, fast breaks, and that you get to 100, but you play that hard-nosed, in-your-face defense, you can win those games shooting 25% from three-point range.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, Dallas got 9 from their bench from 5 guys, and then Boston got 17 from 3 guys. Porzingis had 12, Pritchard had 3, and Hauser had 2. That's all Boston played was 3 guys off the bench.
And didn't Porzingis have a huge game 1?
Yeah, he had a huge game.
He played pretty decent game too. You got a couple of blocks in.
Yeah.
12 points last night. Game 1, Porzingis went. Let's check this. Boston, Porzingis in game 1, he had 20 points, 6 boards. Okay. 8 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 4 from downtown.
Yeah, slightly downtick from game 1, but regardless, for a guy that hasn't played in 50 games, he's giving you 2 solid performances in the first game.
He just be halfway decent. That's all they need.
Yep. Yeah. 21 minutes last night. And
still solid for a guy that hasn't played in a month and a half.
Most definitely.
Pretty much. So I hate to say it, man. Just kind of based off what you, and I'm agreeing with you, man. Jason Kidd he has to tell them to take the high percentage shots. If Boston is going to give you the door open and jack up that many threes more than you did, and their percentage was worse than yours, you got to take the higher percentage shots. You have to. You can't just think, oh my God, we're down 8. Just jack up threes. No, they're missing threes. Make your high percentage shots. Yeah, look, I get it. Porzingis is down there. I get it. Al Horford is down there, and they've been playing good defense. Still take the high percentage shots. You're either going to make them or you get to the free throw line.
You got Luka, man. Here's the thing. You got Luka. Go ahead, man.
I was going to say, ain't nothing wrong with a little mid-range shot.
Yeah.
No? You don't have to rely on a 3. Step in. They'll kick the ball inside. Try to work something. If you ain't got it, dish to somebody around the free throw line or just outside, and take that 12, 13-footer.
Right. Luka draws a double team too, so he can go to the hole, drive to the hole, kick it out, high percentage shot.
Yeah.
That's open all day.
And Kyrie's one of the best finishers at the rim.
Yeah. That's open all day, man. They can get that all day. You
got to get inside. I don't care how you do it. Find a way to get inside. Yeah. No, for real. You better find a way to get inside.
Amen, brother. Preach.
Hey,
Speak about it. Speak about it, Mark.
It'll make your life a lot better. It'll make your life a lot better the more you try to get inside. All right.
Got knock on them walls.
Hey, you got to. It benefits you.
Now, everything you're saying makes sense. That taking the higher percentage shot, but the way the analytics looks at it. If you go 15 of 30, you shoot 50% from 2 points, you got 30 points, right?
Mm.
If you go 10 of 30 from 3, you got 30 points. So they maximize the 3-point shots because they think that if they could shoot 30%, they could do better from 3 than they can do shooting 45% from 2.
Right.
So that's why a lot of the teams shoot the threes in such a high volume, and then the guys off their bench are 3-point specialists, right?
Right.
They run in, they jog down the court, they don't ever step foot inside the 3-point line. They just go to the corner and wait to shoot their corner 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the style of the game and it's the strategy of the game that has made me not want to watch the game, because somebody like Tim Duncan wouldn't be known in this day and era. He wouldn't have been what he'd been because that's not the style of game they want to play anymore. He wouldn't have been the number 1 overall pick because he doesn't do the skill set that they want of the big men nowadays. So the NBA being the NBA has killed the game.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Analytics. Fuck analytics department.
No, analytics. Yeah. I'm with you, MJ, and I'm with you on that, Nick. I agree with you. However, if Popovich is still coaching in this game, he would still draft Tim Duncan.
Yo,
it's a talent like Tim Duncan. You don't pass on it and try to make him fit the style of game that plays today. You draft him and you just use him. So
that was the post player that popped into my head, right?
No, I know.
Nowadays, if you're taking the big guy early, you need him to have mobility. You want him to shoot the 3.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
Look at our centers like Olajuwon, Robinson, Ewing, Shaq. You don't even see those guys in college anymore because they got to be able to play outside.
Yeah, and that comes from a tragedy of AAU ball that's been transitioned to the college ball and has made its way to the NBA. And I'm right there with you. I just think that if you still had a Shaq, he would still dominate in this league because he would be so physical.
He wouldn't have been allowed to come up as Shaq, though. Like you're saying, it starts down at the AAU level.
Oh yeah.
He wouldn't have been. They would have made him lose weight. They would have made him play on the outside.
I'm with you.
The mentality is what would have changed.
Yeah. I'm with you.
The player.
Yeah, the mentality sucks. So that's what kills me about certain coaches who forget to coach.
Yeah.
You still got to coach. You still, if you got a Shaq, you still, and he's not going to shoot the 3. It's okay. I'm still going to use you. I'm still find a way to use you and get what I can get out of you. But regardless, the game is. I'm with you, fellas. The game is different. But as you see right now, man, the Boston Celtics have full control of this series right now. I don't know.
Mark, I got one more thing on the NBA.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I need you to finish this off for me. I'm going to set it up. You finish it.
Whoa, pause. Whoa, no,
you're going to finish it. You're going to finish it. You know exactly where I'm going. And you're going to finish it for me.
Oh, my God.
The NBA right now is SAWFT.
So yeah, it's pretty soft. It's pretty soft. I mean, it's they pick and choose when they want to actually have the actual physical part of the game. And then they
cry when it happens.
Yeah. So it's such a nitpicky league when it comes to actual physicality that they will allow in the game. But yeah, it's soft. But
Caitlin Clark is taking more shots without the ball than some of the superstars in the NBA have taken an entire season.
Hey,
The women are tougher than the men.
Hey, Caitlin Clark can go to the NBA and dominate right now. She's been roughed up in the WNBA.
Right.
She won't get touched in the NBA. So, but
I had a comment last week on social media when she got hip checked from behind. That if that happened to LeBron in the NBA security would have taken her and buried her in like a Saddam Hussein hole. If that happened, if a player in the NBA did that to LeBron out of the blue from behind, he would have disappeared. We would never seen him again. He would have been milk cartons.
If that was underneath the rim, LeBron would have stumbled and then dropped that half court.
Right.
He would have been doing the thing he always does, or grabbing the head like, oh my God.
What are you talking about?
He would be in the hospital on life support.
No, LeBron would have leaped like five rows into that to the first crowd right there under the hoop if he got hip checked like that. He would have Superman that all the way.
They would have had to mop his brains off the court, and Anthony Davis would have had to get sworn in, like when Kennedy got shot. It would have been LeBron's wife standing next to LBJ, and AG would get sworn in.
Wait, you try to say he would have been my roommate?
No.
We talking. What you just said was about scattering up here.
No, assassinated. He would have been assassinated. It wasn't a Matt joke. Damn it!
I didn't say it was a
Matt joke. If it's a Matt joke, you know when I make a Matt joke. No, I'm not there yet, brother.
Hey, he
give me some time.
Hey, MJ. He would have stood 9 toes down on that too. You know this.
In the sand.
I'm outside, man. I'll take the slipper off.
He would have went to sandals and put the 9 down.
As we move on, man, we got about 8 minutes left in the show.
Man,
we'll hit these quick topics real quick. So as MJ, we had talked about it earlier. Baseball was over in London. 2-game series, Phillies, Mets. I like it. The reason why I like it, take a page from the NFL. Obviously, baseball is an international sport. That's not the issue. It's growing Major League Baseball. And in order to do that, you got to go to these places. Go somewhere where you're going to get these crowds and give them something different. I remember back in the days they would always go to they do the Tokyo series early in the series, season 2, where they go to Japan, which is baseball is big in Japan, so that makes sense. And they had the Dodgers there, of course. Tony's part of the Dodgers. That was smart for your business. And then you go.
Don't ever mention his name again when I'm on the show.
And then going over to London, you take 2 recognizable franchises, even though one's kind of shitty right now. You take the Mets.
They're not kind of. They are.
Okay, well, they are. You take the Mets, and then you take the Phillies, who are recognizable, 2 recognizable franchises, headlined by Bryce Harper, a recognizable name. I love it. That's smart by the Major League Baseball League to try to get your international popularity up, bring your game up, bring the revenue of the international dollars up. It's a smart move. It's okay that you still a page at the NFL book. Hey, do more of it. And start bringing in more locations. So, real quick, if you fellas want to talk about it, go ahead.
No, I think it's a good move. You got to do something, like you said, for baseball, because it looks like America ain't watching like it used to. It's not America's pastime anymore. It seems to be football now. So now you go outside the United States and you try to build that outside the United States and make it an international pastime versus just an American pastime. So if it works, it's a good idea. It's more revenue stream that can come in. So you got fans from other countries that will pay to watch baseball. I like what I think it was Bryce Harper where he said instead of going over just breaking 2 teams, break a couple teams over there and do like a little
make it a tournament. Yeah, I saw that.
I think that's a great idea. I like that idea.
Season tournament.
That's a real good idea.
Yeah, like a little tournament. Because like he said, once you get over there, you gotta turn around, come right back.
Yeah,
but we go there and play a few games, you can kind of get acclimated you know what I'm saying, play a few games, then come back. So I kind of like it. And it also gives the people over there something to watch besides this one game.
Or just those two teams, because
or just those two teams, right? You guys,
I don't want to look at.
You can make teams that's not household names outside of this country.
Or bring your four most popular teams in your biggest markets over there. I mean, if you're talking about bringing your international money, bring your four most wealthiest internationally big market teams over there. Bring your Yankees over there. Bring your Dodgers over there. I mean, maybe your Cubs. I mean, they're in a big market in Chicago. They may not be as good as the other teams, but still.
You bring the Giants.
Yeah, what I'm saying, you bring your giant franchises over there who are in the biggest of markets, and you can expand your international dollars. So Bryce Harper brought up a good point. I'm glad you brought that up, man. That's a fantastic point that Bryce Harper had on that. And look, if you want to eclipse, well, you're not going to eclipse NFL. And NCAA football is right under that. NBA is
maybe under your roof and on your TV, but not in this household.
Well, I mean, your household ain't worldwide.
Yeah,
that's where we're trying to branch out. There's not 500 million max around the world.
Yeah,
you know, baseball's been big.
You know what? I got something for you, Nick.
I'm outside.
Is that an Interpool badge? Is that an Interpool badge?
What Interpool?
Interpool.
Yeah,
Scotland Yard.
Yeah. Why does it say Nick's the county Nick lives in, New Jersey?
Dick County.
They call him Richard.
Just so you know, guys, just to remind all the viewers that I took the hat off because it was the same color as Mel's, and I did not even want to be on the same page as him with the color of our hat. But when you look at baseball, no, I appreciate it too. When you look at baseball, we know it's popular in Japan. We know it's popular in the Hispanic countries. It's about branching out to that new market, right? Like, let's be real. No one's ever thought of white European countries when it comes to baseball. Right. So you're trying to get that new money, and what we've seen with the NFL, London likes spending their money and going to the American sporting events when they come over there. So in terms of branching out to a new market and a new media, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, hey, good point.
Yeah, the Yankees and Red Sox played overseas last year.
Where'd they go?
They were smart. They sent them to Ireland.
No, I think it was Germany.
Well, they still sent them to Ireland. I'm telling you. You sometimes you gotta. I hate to say it, you gotta lean into some of these stereotypes, bro.
Oh yeah.
You gotta lean into it. There's no bigger Irish following than of the Red Sox than probably in Ireland. They should have put them in Ireland.
Because all them damn Irish people in Boston.
Yeah, you put them right in Ireland, taking on the Yankees. I bet you sell out every damn game.
Do you know what Red Sox translates to in Ireland?
What's that?
Drunk fucks. Bunch of drunk fucks. Fuck everything Boston. Just to be clear, if I've never said that before on this channel.
Even the cream pie?
Even the cream pie. All of it. Hey,
I'm just saying.
Well, you gotta fuck it to make the cream pie. So yeah, baby, fuck it.
Real quick, NCAA football, they're moving their schedule back, or they're moving it forward in order to be on time for all the 12-game college playoff expansion as set to go on this year. They got a 33 bowl game schedule that they're now moving on the same day as the Army-Navy game. So Army-Navy game takes on the second week of December, and that's when bowl week is going to start this week. I'm okay with the change because I'll be honest. Hey, salute to all the Army and Navy guys. I love you guys. Protect our world.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
But y'all suck at football.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
Yeah.
Trash at football. All right. So give me more football on that Saturday. Thank you. I'm okay with
it. Only people want to see the Army Navy game is Army Navy. That's it.
That's it.
Want to see that shit.
It's grown men playing a Pop Warner game.
Right.
It's not an exciting game. It's not a good game. It's nostalgic. If you care about that game, you're watching that game no matter what else is on. Let's not act like that game is so great for college athletics that it can't have another game on. Now, it might still be a standalone game at 12 o'clock, and they might have the bowl game on at 3:30 and 6:30, whatever, depending on what market it's in. But let's not get up in arms and I guess pun intended with arms, right? With I didn't even plan that. Sometimes the jokes I write are just that good. But who cares? No one.
I agree. That's what I like when you call.
Say again.
Right, I'm the same way. If it's on, I'll watch it. But it's nothing I really like. I gotta watch the Army Navy game.
First of all,
agree?
Can we all just tell the truth?
So good.
When's the last time?
I got to change my stance now that Mel agrees with me. Army and Navy is so good. Nothing should be on that day.
When the hell have any one of us watched an Army Navy game from start to finish? I know I've never done it.
I try to remember. Have I watched one from start to finish? I can't remember I have or not.
I'll answer it for you. You haven't. You probably fell asleep.
It was a couple years where they had some.
You probably fell asleep right before halftime and then woke up as the last play was.
No. I was saying it was a couple years when they had some decent teams.
Many times. I
can't remember when it was. I think like maybe if somebody had a good team.
When it was, because it never happened, sir. It never happened. All right.
There was one year I tried. And I didn't even make it to halftime.
Thank you.
Because we did a power hour, and you took a sip of beer every time they did a running play, and we didn't make it to halftime.
Hey Lamar, you remember when Mel was the head coach when he did one of these in his office? He said, you go out there and play."
Yeah, he was doing all that. So he fell asleep and was smoking the blunt on the sideline and everything. Yeah. So
run the option.
Yeah. Hey, that's all he said. Hey man, it's option left, option right, and then a quick nap.
They literally took Vince Lombardi's playbook from Super Bowl I. Run left, run right. Vince Lombardi won the Super Bowl running 3 fucking plays is the legend.
Hey, so I'm okay with the NCAA putting another bowl game on there, starting it early, and because they got 33 bowl games to get to, and some of that is including the college football playoff. So do what you got to do. It's not harming, like we said, it's not harming us football fans, because trust me, it is such a hard time to get through Army Navy game. It really is. But
let's add this to it though too, Mark. If you're playing that bowl game and you're one of the first bowl games, it's going to be like the Barstool Sports Bowl. Who gives a fuck about the 15 from the Pac-12?
Yeah. Right.
Like, we're going to watch Army and Navy before we watch Arizona State against Illinois in some fucking stupid bowl because they somehow went 5-5.
Hey, it might actually make Arizona State and Illinois look good compared to that game. So, hey, you should be thankful for the schedule change. So, all right, y'all, man, we going to shut it down, man. We got to get up out of here, man. Always a pleasure to talk sports. You know what it is. Hey, we'll be back Thursday. Obviously, we'll have some other finals games. We'll have more sports to talk about, whatever happens between now and Thursday afternoon. So, on behalf of the homie Nick Shine, this Jersey boy MJ, Detroit Mel, I'm Mark Martin, man. It's been real, man. We'll see y'all Thursday. Peace and love. I.O.W. Sports.